Hi students, welcome to my channel. Today in this session we are going to discuss what is meant by orbit and what is orbital. So, what are the differences between these two? So, here we know according to Bohr's theory, every atom consists of central part called nucleus. So, every atom consists of the central part called nucleus. So, around the nucleus there are certain circular paths. So, these circular paths are called orbits. So, the circular path around the nucleus is called orbit. So, in these orbits the electrons are revolving around the circular path. So, in these orbits the electrons are revolving. So, the circular path around the nucleus where the electron is revolving is nothing but orbit. So, in these orbits there are several orbitals. So, here at any particular instant of time t, the electron will be present at any one point only. The electron is revolving around this nucleus in this circular path, but at a particular instant of time t, the electron is present at a particular point only, but not over the entire orbit. So, that particular region of space where the electron is present is nothing but orbital. So, here the orbital can be defined as the region of space where the probability of finding electron is maximum in orbit. Okay. So, that is called orbital. So, the remaining part will be empty, that means there is no any electron density on the remaining part. At that particular instant of time t, the electron is present at this particular portion only. The remaining portion is there is no any electrons. So, that is why this region of space where the probability of finding electron is maximum, that is called orbital. Okay. So, these are the definitions of orbit and orbital. So, orbit means the circular path around the nucleus is called orbit. So, orbital means the region of space where the probability of finding electron is maximum. So, that is called orbital. And next one, so this orbit is represented by planar motion of electrons. So, here the electron is revolving around the nucleus in circular path, this is planar motion. So, here it represents the planar motion of electron, planar motion, whereas in case of orbitals the electron is revolving in 3-dimensional motion. That means, suppose if you take orbitals, there are different orbitals are there, s orbital, p orbital, d orbital and f orbitals. So, here the shape of s orbital is spherical, that means here it is a sphere, but not circle. So, the spherical body is a 3-dimensional body, that is why the electron is revolving in 3-dimensional space. So, over the entire sphere the electron density is present, that means over the entire sphere the electron is revolving, that is why it is a 3-dimensional motion of electron. So, here it represents 3-dimensional motion of electron, motion of electron. Here it represents planar motion of electron, whereas orbital represents 3-dimensional motion of electrons. And next one, here the maximum number of electrons present in an orbit is given by 2n square. The maximum number of electrons present in a given orbit is given by 2n square. Here n is equal to number of orbit. So, this is the first orbit, and if you consider the next orbit, this is the second orbit. So, like this, n is equal to number of the orbit. So, the number of electrons present in an orbit is given by 2n square. So, whereas in case of orbital it can accommodate only 2 electrons, only 2 electrons can be accommodated in each orbital. So, suppose if you take s orbital, here it can accommodate only 2 electrons, which is having positive spin, other one having negative spin. If you take p orbitals, so there are 3 subshells in case of p orbitals, that is px, py and pz. So, here also in case of px orbital there is only 2 electrons. In case of py orbital also only it can accommodate 2 orbitals, 2 electrons. In case of pz also it can accommodate only 2 electrons. So, like this the orbital can accommodate only 2 electrons. If you take d orbitals, there are 5 subshells like dxy, dyz, dzx and dx square y square and dz square. Okay. And next one, and fourth one. So, this is circular in shape, circular in shape. this orbit is circular in shape, whereas this orbital have different orbitals will have different shapes. So, if you take s orbital, this s orbital will have spherical shape, s orbital will have spherical shape, whereas p orbital will have dumbbell shape, it has dumbbell shape, whereas d orbital has double dumbbell shape, and f orbital have complex structure, this will have complex structure. It is also represented by cloud. Cloud means cloud. So, it is just like a cloud. So, it is a 3-dimensional structure. So, it is just like cloud structure. Okay. And next, fifth difference. So, here this orbit is against to Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So, here this orbit is against to Heisenberg uncertainty principle. What is Heisenberg uncertainty principle? So, according to this principle, Heisenberg uncertainty principle, it is against to Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So, the simultaneous position and momentum, the exact position and momentum of an electron cannot be determined simultaneously. So, that is about Heisenberg principle. So, I have discussed about this Heisenberg uncertainty principle in the previous video. I will give you the link in the description. You can go through with that principle. So, here this orbit is against to Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Here the orbital is in accordance with the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, accordance with Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Okay. So, this is about the differences between orbit and orbital. Okay. Thank you. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel and tap the bell icon. Please like the video, share the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.